Let me know your thoughts on the Morris Costumes 2024 lineup in the comments below. Thank you all for watching, and this is Darealist, signing off. Man, I can't believe we already have more stuff. Now we just gotta wait for Lowe's and everyone else. Probably not gonna see anything for quite a while, though.
3 days later.
I'm not buying it.
The next day.
Okay. Hey everyone, Darealist here. Today we are going to be discussing the Lowe's 2024 Halloween animatronic leaks. So before we get into it, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Halloween decorating fanatics. I'll leak some of their social medias down in the description so you can check them out. All credits go to them for finding these images. Without further interruption, let's get into it. Alright, I waited quite a bit to make this video. I'm not exactly sure why, but maybe it's better to make it later on, because last year in March when I made mine, it did pretty well. So let's just get into the first prop I saw from this lineup, which is the 12-foot Colossal Bone Collector. He looks very caretaker-ish. I do like his design, however, the fact that he is a 12-footer is very disappointing to me. I am honestly getting super sick and tired of seeing 12-footer props every single year, especially ones like this, which doesn't really make much sense. This guy is said to have white LED eyes, a moving head, and mouth movement, but in a video it seems that this guy's eyes move because, I don't know, it's really hard to tell. Maybe it's just the camera angle, but it looks like this guy's eyes may have like a special feature with the lights, or maybe they're servo. Either way, I am not the biggest fan of this guy. I wish they made him just a life-size prop and made him servo. Maybe don't have him have LED eyes and just give him servo eyes. Honestly, I think he would be a cool character if he wasn't a 12-foot prop. And I should also mention, the prototype, or the one they had at the manager meeting, looks a lot different than the one in the stock photo. I'm going to assume the one in the stock photo is the release version, and honestly, I prefer that one. Next up is the 6-foot Ghost Captain. Now, something weird about this prop is, look at this photo. Why does he look so small? He doesn't even look 6 feet at all. He looks like a 3-foot prop. But this guy is possibly my favorite of the lineup this year so far. So his description says he has yellow LED eyes, and his steering wheel, he moves it with his hands kind of like this. Honestly, it's a really simple idea, but it's done really well. I really love his colors. I just love the overall look of him, and I'm really hoping he turns out to be really cool. And here we have another one of my favorites, the Deep Sea Diver. This guy is so freaking cool. We've never gotten a deep sea diver animatronic. It says that this guy has torso movement, I think arm movement, and the LEDs in the helmet have a reveal feature to the skull, so maybe it'll be similar to the exterminator from Party City. The images of this guy look super cool, and I am super excited to see what his audio is like. I am honestly really loving the aquatic theme with Lowe's this year in general. And speaking of that, let's get into our next prop, which is also aquatic, and this one is pretty exciting. Now this is the Servo Siren Sea Witch, I think it's called, and you may be thinking, oh, it's just another servo prop, cool, that's probably from SVI, but this is from Techie.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Yes, this is Techie's first servo animatronic. The images of this prop look super cool. Her description says she has a servo motor in the neck, fully animated face with LEDs, and her staff reveals her glowing green claw. Super excited to see how this prop exactly turns out, and honestly, she is one of the scariest witch props I've seen. We don't really see much witches like her anymore, and honestly, the witch props we've been getting since last year seem quite good so far, so maybe this year we'll get some really cool witch props. But Very impressive to see that Techie is now utilizing servos. They did the pop-up mechanism with Mr. Dark in 2021. They did pneumatics in 2023. Now they're using servos. Super excited to see where Techie is going. They are probably going to blow every single company out of the water in the next few years. Next up, we have a prop I don't really care about. We have the Seasonal Vision Seaweed Witch. I think everyone can universally agree that this prop is not too great. She moves her staff and whatnot, and I guess she has mouth movement. Her eyes also flash, which... why? It's not a good prop. No one really likes this thing. Like, if you ask someone what their least favorite prop from the Lowe's lineup this year is, it's probably gonna be this one. But I'm not a fan of this thing. Not really anything to say about it. It's just another generic OSVI witch. Next up are another line of animatronics that I'm not really feeling it with. Some people may get excited for these, but for me, I don't know about these. So there's going to be a Wednesday line of items in animatronics, and there are 3 animatronics we are getting from Wednesday. First up is Wednesday herself. She has swaying arm movement, and I guess she plays music. Honestly, the videos of this prop look super weird. I'm not really digging it so far. The one in the stock photos looks much better. I honestly think it's pretty decent in like terms of realisticness or screen accuracy, although I'm not really feeling it for this prop. I've never even watched Wednesday, though I've heard some good things about it, so maybe I'll give it a watch. Next up for the Wednesday line of props is Cousin It. Honestly, Cousin It, classic character from the Addams Family. I don't even know if he's in Wednesday. I would assume he is, but he is I think he's a roaming prop, but in this video, it looks like he just has some dancing movement. It's very strange. Yeah, I'm not too sure about him yet. Cousin It, nothing really too bad to say about him. He looks great, but I just don't really care about him much. This animatronic in the Wednesday line of stuff, however, is really cool, even though I don't know who this character is. This is the Flaming Joseph Crackstone. Apparently he has a flame effect in his mouth, and he apparently moves side to side. I think he has mouth movement, although I'm not sure how that would work. And he has a shotgun or musket, whatever. It doesn't look like a musket at all, but it has a cool fog effect. I think fog shoots from the musket. I'm not too sure, but honestly, this guy looks super sick. He doesn't really look too screen accurate. He literally looks like a techie-ified version of Joseph Crackstone, which he is made by Techie, but I think it's pretty alright. Honestly, he looks super cool. I'm excited to see videos of this guy because he's actually one that has sparked my interest lately. Pretty cool prop, I will say. And I believe the last licensed prop we have from Lowe's this year is the Haunted Mansion Headless Knight. This guy apparently, I think he has side-to-side movement. His eyes light up green, and the head has mouth movement. Honestly, it looks really good, but I have no idea, like, who he is. Because even though I watched the Haunted Mansion movies, I don't really remember them much. He might be from the rides, though, like the attractions at Disney. I'm not sure, but he looks super cool, I will say. He's also sparked my interest. He looks pretty good. Next up, we have the Headless Maid. This prop turns side to side, and I think she also has green LEDs in the eyes and some other LED in her neck. Personally, I'm not really a fan of this, and nobody else really is either. Everyone's been saying she looks like a Sunstar, and that's true, honestly. I would not be surprised if it is Sunstar. However, if this is Sunstar, this is actually quite impressive for them. Their animatronics don't really look the best. However, this one actually looks pretty solid, even though it still looks pretty These next 3 props, however, I'm really happy about. Last year, as we know, we got the Reaper band from Lowe's. We had 2 Reapers. Now we have 3 more Reapers to add on to the band, having a set of 5. So, first up we have my favorite, the Keyboardist. This guy's design is so cool. I really just like everything about him. Even the LEDs, honestly, as stupid as that sounds. He is super cool. I can't wait to see videos of him. I'm going to assume he just has mouth movement and like he plays the keyboard, you know. But he is definitely my new favorite member of the Reaper band. I'm not sure if I would get him. I don't really have a use for him for now, but he is super cool and I'm excited to see videos of him.
Alright, this part is kind of weird. I'm probably gonna pause the footage. This is a voiceover because the clip here was kind of loud, but anyways, this one I will say it's kind of lazy, but this is the new version of the Guitar Reaper.
We literally got a guitar player last year. The guitar on the one from last year was red, and this one is green now. The LEDs on the one from last year were blue, this one is red. I at least hope for this one they give him like actual arm movement, because the guitar player from last year only had like the head rocking motion, and it should have had like the arm movement. However, it's still pretty solid. I think I would rather it have the red guitar and have the red LEDs, but I think it looks super cool regardless. And last up, for the members of the Reaper band, we have the singer. This guy is super cool. I'm glad they added a singer to the Reaper band. He honestly has the most character out of all of them, and in a way he quite reminds me of the Rising Reaper from Spirit Halloween in 2016. He is a super cool animatronic, and I also can't wait to see more of him. The Reaper band this year, honestly, pretty good. The next animatronic we are talking about is the hand-standing clown. I used to think this guy was pretty overrated, but now I think he's super cool. I love his color scheme. It's very reminiscent of Nozzles the Clown, and I just love those colors. He's balancing on these two bowling pins, and he's supposed to have like this 360 head motion, and his legs kick up and down. Super cool. I can't wait to see like more videos of this guy, because honestly he's grown on me quite a bit. This next animatronic is a gargoyle on a monument. I don't really know the name. So apparently this guy's hands move and his wings move, and honestly this is a horrible prop. I liked it for a little bit at first, but after seeing up close images of it, what is this? This is so bad. It's definitely one of the lower tier Lowe's props from this year. I'm not a fan of it at all, honestly. It's okay. I really don't like it. Now we only have a few more animatronics to talk about, so let's just get them out of the way. This is the Little Reaper Rapper. I'm not really sure what his name is, but I guess he'll have some mouth movement and he'll be rapping some songs and whatnot. Honestly, it's kind of funny. I don't really think we've gotten a rapper animatronic, because you know how SVI is just doing these singing props? I would assume it's made by them. But honestly, I kind of like it. I don't know. It's not anything I would buy. I don't hate it. I don't know. I'm excited to see videos of it though. It's grabbed my attention for sure. Next up, we have this techie groundbreaking pumpkin. Gordo freaking prop, bro. So his head just pops up, kind of like Hey Bill Popper, I guess. I don't know. Either it pops up or it just rises up. Either way, the head pops up. I don't know. Honestly, this looks more like Sunstar and less like Techie, and this is pretty disappointing for them, honestly. Not really a fan of this one. Let's move on to the next one, which I was a fan of for a while until I saw how small it was. We have the Tombstone Zombie. This is literally classic Techie at its finest. There are no videos of this guy yet, or of the other two I talked about, but this guy is, design-wise, he's really cool, but he's so tiny. He's literally tabletop size. If he were like life size, 3 foot tall or something, maybe I would like him more. But honestly, I'm super disappointed with his height. I wish he was bigger, and if he was bigger and his audio was good, I would definitely be getting this guy. But this is literally classic Techie at its finest, and I want to see more things like this. I am still disappointed with this prop Maybe they can do more things like this in the future and have it a little better, but yeah, he's honestly pretty crappy. Now, the last two animatronics, one of these probably don't really care for. This is a Sunstar Witch. You can see it in this photo of, like, the castle and everything. It's, no one cares about this prop. It's still something to point out, though. However, this one is probably either tied at my number 1 spot for this lineup, or maybe at my number 2 spot. I'm not really even sure what this prop is, but I'm just going to call it, like, a fisherman, or, I don't know, I guess so. I really like this guy. People have been calling it, like, Davy Jones or something, I don't really know, but I am in love with the idea for this guy. He just looks super cool. I cannot wait to see more videos of him because he is definitely tied as one of my favorite. Maybe he might be my favorite. I have no idea. It's between him and the captain. All the aquatic props this year are really good. But that's really it for the Lowe's Halloween 2024 lineup. Let me know your thoughts on this lineup in the comments below. Personally, I think this is a huge step in the right direction for Lowe's, and I am beyond happy with this lineup. We said this last year, but honestly, looking back, it wasn't that good. But I really like their lineup this year. I really think they're starting to, like, get their foot in the game. They honestly, like, other companies are gonna have some competition now, because Lowe's is, like, really good. I am super excited to see their lineup this year in stores, and I'm excited to see the things they have next year too, because if they keep going in this direction, they could be up there with Spirit, Home Depot, and everyone else. But let me know your thoughts on this lineup. Personally, I really love it, and I'm excited to see more things like this from Lowe's. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel for more Halloween videos. Thanks for watching once again, and this is Darealist, signing off.